What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Learn Japanese from Some Guy. In today's video, we're going to look at chapter 46 of my textbook, where we are going to learn all about describing locations. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to say things like the book is on the bed or the cat is under the table. So we'll learn how to describe locations of animate and inanimate things. So hopefully, if you've studied from the beginning up to this point, you're familiar with the differences between aru and iru, because you'll definitely need to know the difference to answer the questions that we'll be looking at later. But anyway, the structure of these sentences we'll be looking at and making today will look something like this. We'll have two objects, so object one, object two, no, and then we'll use our particle for location, and then we'll be using aru and iru. If it's an inanimate object, of course, we'll be using aru, and if it's a living animate thing, we'll be using iru. So this little structure right here might look a little confusing, but we'll look at some example sentences, and it'll be clear, I'm sure. But first, we're just going to take a look at using ue, shita, hirari, and migi. So these are the words for above, below, left, and right. So if you're not familiar with these kanji characters, that's okay. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to differentiate and understand and read them. But they're really not that difficult. Ue, for example, looks kind of like its meaning, above. Here we have, the ground or something, and then above it, so ue. And then here we have shita, which means below, so we have the ground and something is below it. So these are pretty kind of self-explanatory. These are pretty easy to understand. Hirari and migi can be a little confusing. The way I always remembered migi was that this character has a little mouth inside. So this little square by itself means mouth. And if you're right-handed like me, you probably eat with your right hand. So you can remember, oh, okay, migi has the mouth. I eat with my right hand, and migi means right. And then, of course, by process of elimination, hirari would be left, right? So if you have a hard time remembering which one is which, just remember migi has the mouth, and you eat with your right hand. If you're left-handed, I don't know what you'll have. I don't know what you can do. Just remember the old-fashioned way. But anyway, now we're going to look at some example sentences, and we're going to use this structure up here. So in the first one, I'll explain it, and then it'll be really, really simple, really easy to understand. But let's see. Number one, pen wa table no ue ni arimasu. Pen wa table no ue ni arimasu. So the pen is on top of the table. So pen is our object one. Then we have wa and teiburu. Teiburu is the second object. So pen wa teiburu no. So we use the possessive particle no to describe what part of the table we're talking about. So teiburu no ue. So the table's above the table. And then we use the particle ni and then arimasu. So of course a pen is an inanimate object. So we use aru to describe its existence or its location. Pen wa table no ue ni arimasu. Number two, watashi no hon wa table no shita ni arimashita. Watashi no hon wa table no shita ni arimashita. So my book was under the table. So again, we have watashi no hon is object one, and a book is, of course, an inanimate thing, so we use aru to describe its location. And we can, of course, conjugate aru to the past tense. Table no shita ni arimashita. So it was under the table, below the table. Number three, anata no saifu wa terebi no migi ni aru. Anata no saifu wa terebi no migi ni aru. So your wallet is to the right of the TV. So anata no saifu. That's the first object. Terebi is the second object. So we use no. Terebi no migi, the right of the TV, ni aru. So of course, anata no saifu is an inanimate object, so we use aru. Number four, post office wa ginko no migi ni arimasu. Post office wa ginko no migi ni arimasu. So post office is to the right of the bank. Number five, watashi no imoto wa anata no imoto no hidari ni imasu. Watashi no imoto wa anata no imoto no hidari ni imasu. So my little sister is on your little sister's right. So of course, watashi no imoto, that's a living person. So we use imasu, iru, to describe her location. Number six, watashi no inu wa ベッドの下にいます。私の犬はベッドの下にいます。So my dog is under the bed. So again, 犬 is a living thing. So we use いる, not ある to describe its existence. ベッドの下にいます。under the bed. Number 7. ボールはベッドの下にあります。ボールはベッドの下にあります。So the ball is under the bed. So we have ボール. So we use あります。Number 8. ベッドの上にいる。ベッドの上にいる。So I am on top of the bed. So again, here you'll notice there is no first object. There's no object 1, は. So we can assume it's I. 私はベッドの上にいる is of course fine. But in Japanese, as you already know, you can leave out subjects, and it's common to do so. So if I say ベッドの上にいる, that means I am on top of the bed. Number 9. 彼の鍵は本の左にあります。彼の鍵は本の左にあります。So his keys are to the left of the book. 彼の鍵, his keys. And number 10. あけみちゃんはミセさんの右にいます。あけみちゃんはミセさんの右にいます。So あけみちゃん is a person, and she is on Misa's left. あけみちゃんはミサの右. She's on Misa's right. ミサの右にいます。So as you can see here, we can talk about people, we can talk about people's things, or we can talk about animals. We just have to be very careful of using いる and ある. And now, so just in these 10 sentences, we looked at using 上, 下, 左, and 右. But of course, we can also talk about things being behind or in front of another thing. So now we're going to practice using 前 and 後ろ to describe locations. So 前 means in front of or before, and 後ろ means behind. So let's see, we have, and it works the exact same way. So number 1, 彼は車の前にいます。彼は車の前にいます。So he is in front of the car. Number 2, 彼は車の後ろにいます。彼は車の後ろにいます。So he is behind the car. Number 3, ボールは猫の前にあります。ボールは猫の前にあります。So the ball is in front of the cat. So remember, even though cat is a living thing, we're describing the location of the ball, so we need to use ある. Number 4, ジムはスーパーマーケットの前にあります。ジムはスーパーマーケットの前にあります。So the gym is in front of the スーパーマーケット, the supermarket. One of my favorite katakana words. And number 5, 犬は猫の後ろにいます。犬は猫の後ろにいます。So the dog is behind the cat. So 犬, of course, is a living thing, so we use いる to describe its location. So that's it. So basically our sentence structure is just, you have two objects, or the subject can sometimes be omitted, and then we have to connect the object's location with の, right? So テーブルの上, テーブルの下. So it's like the second object possesses the location, the books, the below the book, or the book's left, the book's right. So we need to use no. And then, of course, we use ni, and then aru and iru, depending on if it's a living, animate, or non-living, inanimate thing. So keeping this in mind, now we're going to do some practice. So you will look at the picture and describe what is going on in the picture. So we have an example. So we have hon and teburu. So in case you were wondering, I drew these amazing images myself. I'm quite the artist, as you can tell. But anyway, so here we have an example. So 本はテーブルの上にあります. So we have 本, テーブル. So just using the structure that we looked at before, we can make a sentence. Okay, so these problems are spread out quite a bit. And so normally I ask you guys to pause the video and answer them, but I think that will just take too long and be kind of annoying for both you and me. So I think we're just going to do them together. So we'll look at number 1. So you can pause the video and try to answer it yourself, and then I'll answer it right here. So hopefully this works out. I'm not sure, if I'll make any mistakes or not when I'm typing, but hopefully I won't. So here we have number 1. So we have 本 and テーブル. So that would of course be 本はテーブルの下にあります. So it should look something like that. 本はテーブルの下にあります. So of course the book is below the table. So we use 下. 本はテーブルの下にあります. And number 2, so we have 猫 and ベッド. So cat and bed. So of course the cat is on the bed. So how would we say that? So you can pause the video and answer. So we have 猫はベッドの上にいます. So of course, the cat is a living thing, and we'll use the hiragana character い. 猫はベッドの上にいます. And number 3, 猫 and ベッド. So here we have the cat is to the left of the bed. So that would be 猫はベッドの左にいます. 猫 I knew I was going to make a mistake. 猫はベッドの左にいます. 猫はベッドの左にいます. And of course, if you want to write いる in kanji, that's fine, but we'll just leave it in katakana. I think that's pretty standard. And number 4, so neko and bed again. So here we have the cat is in front of the bed. So of course, in front would be mae. So we have neko wa beddo no mae ni imasu. Or if we want to say iru, that's fine. Either way, it keeps giving me the kanji. So neko wa beddo no mae ni iru. Number 5, neko and boru. So the cat is to the left of the ball. So left is of course hidari. So 猫はボールの左にいます. 猫はボールの左にいます. Number 6, again, ボール and 猫. So this time we're going to talk about the ball's location. So the ball is to the right of the cat. So we would use 右. So we have ボールは猫の右にある or あります. ボールは猫の右にあります. Have all of them been いる so far? Yeah, they have. Oh, no. Book, okay. Anyway, let's see, number 7. Neko and テーブル. So, of course, the cat is on the table, so we need to use 上. 猫はテーブルの上にいます. 猫はテーブルの上にいます. And number 8, we have again, neko and teburu. So this time the cat is behind the table. So we would say we need to use ushiro. So, neko wa teburu no ushiro ni imasu. Neko wa teburu no ushiro ni imasu. So here is the kanji character for ushiro. You can of course write it this way, or you can use hiragana, whichever. Number 9, neko and boru. So of course the cat is in front of the ball, so we need to use mae. So neko wa boru no mae ni iru. Imasu, whichever one you want. Neko wa boru no mae ni imasu. Number 10, boru and teiburu. We have all these katakana words. They're usually more difficult for me to type. I don't know why. Anyway, ボールは, so it's under the table, right? ボールはテーブルの下にあります. ボールはテーブルの下にあります. And the last one, I think, number 11. So you have the cat and the ball. So ボール and 猫. So the ball is behind the cat. So again, we need to use 後ろ. So we say ボールは猫の後ろにあります. ボールは猫の、messed that up somehow. ボールは猫の後ろにあります. ボールは猫の後ろにあります. And that's it. So hopefully you were able to, answer those the same. Again, you want to say 猫はボールの前にいる. That's fine. 猫はボールの前にいます. Depending on who you're speaking with, you want to be more polite or more casual. So either way is fine. Just remember, it depends on the situation you're in. But anyway, that's it for today's chapter. So we'll do a quick summary of what we learned. We learned that ue, shita, hidari, and migi are used to describe an object's location. And of course, ue is above, shita is below, hidari is left, and migi is right. We can also use ushiro and mae to describe an object being behind or in front of another object. And when describing the location of a non-living inanimate object, we use aru. And when describing the location of a living animate object, we use iru, right? So, using aru and iru might seem a little difficult at first, differentiating between the two, but after you practice, it'll just become, natural. So don't worry about it. If you have to think about it, just, focus on using the correct verb. But that's going to do it for today. Next time, we'll look at chapter 47. And now we have a very useful lesson where we're going to learn how to compare things. So we'll learn how to say things like, I am taller than my brother, or my brother is shorter than me. Candy is more delicious than vegetables, or whatever. So comparing and contrasting things. So another very, very useful lesson. So definitely be sure to check that out. And thanks again for watching and telling a friend. I really appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a question or a comment, and I'll do my best to answer or respond as quickly as I can. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Mata ne.